As we delve into 1 Thessalonians chapter 1 verse 9, we find Paul continuing his praise of the Thessalonian believers for their impactful witness and transformative faith. The verse reads, "For they themselves declare concerning us what manner of entry we had to you, and how you turned to God from idols to serve the living and true God." This verse serves as a testament to the profound shift that occurred in the lives of the Thessalonian believers, marking a fundamental change in their spiritual orientation and behavior, a true conversion. This passage highlights two major themes: the testimony of those outside the community about the effectiveness of Paul's ministry and the radical conversion experience of the Thessalonians. The reference to "they themselves declare concerning us" suggests that the impact of Paul and his companions' ministry was so significant that it became a talking point among other communities. The nature of their entry or arrival in Thessalonica was not merely a physical entry into a geographic location, but a powerful spiritual incursion that brought about dramatic transformation. This entry was characterized by bold preaching, authentic living, and a demonstration of the Spirit's power, which resonated strongly with the Thessalonians and became notable to others around them. The second part of the verse, "How you turned to God from idols to serve the living and true God," describes a definitive turn, a complete about-face in the lives of the Thessalonians. This turning to God involved abandoning their previous religious practices and idols, which were prevalent in a Greco-Roman culture rife with polytheism and idol worship. The term idols here symbolizes not just physical statues, but a way of life centered around false gods and empty rituals that were deeply ingrained in their culture and personal identities. Turning to serve the living and true God emphasizes the transition from dead, inanimate objects of worship to a relationship with a dynamic, living God. This language starkly contrasts the lifelessness of idols with the vitality and reality of God. It wasn't merely a change of religious affiliation, but a wholehearted devotion to serving God. This service implies ongoing, active engagement and worship, a life reordered around the truths of the gospel and the person of Jesus Christ. This dramatic conversion had multiple layers of impact. Firstly, on a personal level, the lives of the Thessalonian believers were transformed. Their faith in the true God brought about a new moral and spiritual orientation that aligned with God's will and purposes. Secondly, on a communal level, their conversion acted as a catalyst within Thessalonica, challenging the social and religious norms of their community. Their change of allegiance would have been countercultural, likely inviting both curiosity and opposition, impacting their relationships and social standing. Moreover, their transformation had evangelical implications. The change in the Thessalonians was so evident and profound that it spoke volumes to everyone around them, effectively bearing witness to the power and truth of the Christian faith. This not only fulfilled the Great Commission to make disciples, but also showed the inherent power of the gospel to radically change lives, communities, and cultures. Today, this passage challenges believers to reflect on the nature and depth of their conversion. It compels us to ask ourselves whether we have truly turned from our modern-day idols, which could be anything that takes priority over God in our lives, such as materialism, status, or comfort, to serve the living God fully and faithfully. It also invites us to consider the public nature of our faith. Just as the faith of the Thessalonians was evident to those around them, our commitment to God should be visible and influential within our communities. 1 Thessalonians chapter 1 verse 9 not only celebrates the radical transformation of the Thessalonian believers, but also serves as a potent reminder of the transformative power of the gospel. It underscores the call to a genuine and total conversion, a turning away from former ways to embrace and serve the living and true God wholeheartedly. This is the essence of the Christian faith, and it is as relevant today as it was in the days of Paul and the early church.